Think you know the Mongol Empire? Think again. What if I told you this empire shaped the modern world in ways you never imagined? Stick around because the real story is much more fascinating than the history books. When you hear Mongol Empire, what comes to mind? Conquerors, maybe fierce warriors on horseback, sweeping across Asia and Europe in a flash. But the truth? The Mongol Empire was so much more than just relentless invasions. It was an unprecedented force of connection, innovation, and transformation. Imagine an empire so vast that it stretched from the Pacific to Eastern Europe, uniting a huge chunk of the world under one rule. That's colossal for any civilization, especially in the 13th century. Most people think the Mongols were just savage warriors, but behind that image was a sophisticated empire built on strategy, tolerance, and adaptability. They were actually incredible administrators and diplomats. They established safe trade routes, like the legendary Silk Road, ensuring goods, ideas, and even technologies flowed freely. This wasn't just about conquest. It was about creating networks that spanned continents, leading to a kind of globalization long before it was cool. And here's a surprising fact. The Mongol Empire helped preserve and spread ancient knowledge. When they toppled cities and civilizations, it wasn't just destruction. Lots of libraries and texts survived because Mongol rulers prized learning and scholarship. They supported scholars, scientists, and artists, and some of the innovations we cherish today, like certain medical practices, cartography, and even gunpowder, found their way into Europe through Mongol collaborations and exchanges. Now consider their military genius. Their armies were fast, flexible, and adaptable. They mastered psychological warfare, often using intimidation to weaken foes before the actual fight even began. Their strangest edge: surprise attacks and mobility. They could move incredibly fast for armies of the time, spanning thousands of miles in short periods. This unpredictability kept enemies on their toes and made the Mongols the original masters of guerrilla warfare at a scale never before seen. But the true legacy of the Mongol Empire isn't just about what they conquered. It's what legacy they left behind, including the cultural exchanges, innovations, and even the political ideas that influenced nations long after their empire dissolved. They managed to create a patchwork of different cultures and religions: Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, thriving side by side under their rule, which was remarkable for its time. This multi-religious tolerance was rare, and it helped stabilize their vast territories for decades. And here's an incredible twist: the fall of the Mongol Empire didn't mean the end of their influence. Instead, their legacy spread far and wide, shaping the development of nations, economies, and even warfare for centuries. The roads they built, the ideas they shared, the connections they fostered, they laid the groundwork for the global interconnectedness we experience today. So next time you think of the Mongol Empire, remember, it wasn't just about conquest and chaos. It was an empire of innovation, resilience, and surprisingly nuanced diplomacy that forever changed the course of history. What's the biggest surprise you learned about the Mongols? Want to uncover more hidden truths about history? Follow for more exciting stories like this.